Alright, folks, listen up. We are watching a monster system spinning up right now, and it is gathering serious steam. This isn't your average winter storm. It is a textbook explosive cyclogenesis, or what we call a bomb cyclone, and it is about to deliver a 1-2-3 punch across the east. We are looking at a crippling blizzard shutting down the upper Midwest, a nasty layer of ice glazing over the Northeast, and severe storms rocking the Ohio Valley. And it is all happening at once. In just 3 minutes, I am going to show you exactly where that snow is going to pile up. The highest folks in the U.P. of Michigan, you really need to pay attention. Then, around the 7-minute mark, we will talk about that ice threat that could knock out power for days. Later on, around minute 12, I am going to walk you through a flash freeze scenario that is going to turn highways into skating rinks across half the country. I am not trying to scare you, but this information could save your life or help you protect your family. So please, stick with me through the whole update. We have got a classic bomb cyclone on our hands. Now, in plain English, that is a low-pressure system that drops 24 millibars in 24 hours. Basically, the pressure bottoms out so fast and violently that the atmosphere just explodes with energy. For you at home, that means howling winds, heavy precipitation, and weather that changes so fast it will make your head spin. By Monday morning, this thing is going to drop to 971 millibars over the Great Lakes. That is just plumb wild, folks. That is the same intensity as some hurricanes. We are talking wind gusts topping 60 miles per hour. You mix those winds with heavy snow, and you get total whiteout conditions. You will not be able to see the hood of your car. It is not just hard to drive, it is a death trap out there. The science here is fascinating. We have got phasing shortwave energy, basically. Different parts of the jet stream are linking up perfectly to create a massive vacuum in the sky. That drops the pressure and tightens the gradient like a vice. Think of it like putting your thumb over a garden hose. The tighter you squeeze, the faster the water sprays. That is exactly what the wind is going to do. We have had this ridge keeping things toasty in the south. I know you have been loving those 70s in December, but that warm air is about to be a big problem. That warmth is the fuel. When the Arctic front slams into it, the temperature clash sets this storm off like a powder keg. Here is the bullseye: eastern Minnesota, northern Wisconsin, and especially the U.P. of Michigan. You folks are directly in the line of fire. Come Sunday night, everything shuts down. I am not exaggerating. The Upper Peninsula could see 30 inches of snow. That is 2.5 feet, folks. Northern Wisconsin, you are getting buried with 15 to 20 inches easy. These aren't just snow day amounts. This is trapped in your home weather with drifts that will be taller than you are. When snow is coming down 2 inches an hour sideways, four-wheel drive will not save you. Roads become impassable because you literally cannot see where the road ends and the ditch begins. In a real blizzard, you lose your bearings instantly. People die just trying to walk from their car to the front door because they get turned around 50 feet from safety. Now, Madison might only catch 3 inches, and Minneapolis maybe 6 or 7. But the UP, that is the jackpot zone. The difference a few miles makes is huge. Even if you dodge the heavy snow, you are going to feel those winds and that bitter cold crash. It is going to be miserable. Flying out of Duluth or Marquette. Forget about it. If you can move your flight now, do it. Don't wait until you are stuck sleeping at the gate. Sleeping on an airport floor is bad. Getting stuck in a snowbank on the highway is way worse. Just hunker down. Scripture tells us in Proverbs 22, "The prudent see danger and take refuge." The Lord gave us the science to see this coming days in advance. Let's honor that gift by being smart and staying safe, not by being stubborn. If you are in the path, get your groceries today. Plan to be housebound for 3 days. Gas up the car, test the generator, and fire up that snowblower now, not when it is 5 below zero. Keep those flashlights handy and check on your older neighbors. Make sure Mrs. Johnson down the street is okay. That is what community is all about. Now, while the North is freezing, the Ohio and Tennessee valleys have a totally different beast to fight. This storm has a split personality. From St. Louis to Louisville, down to Memphis, we are tracking severe storms Sunday night. The SPC has a marginal risk up, but do not let your guard down. I am betting that gets bumped up to a slight risk, level 2, as we get closer to the event. I will be honest, the setup looks nasty. We've got warm, juicy air surging north and a razor-sharp cold front chasing it. That is 3 out of 4 ingredients for a severe outbreak. There is a ton of wind shear twist in the atmosphere and strong dynamics forcing that air upward. The only thing missing is high instability, or CAPE. And honestly, that is a blessing. If we had that heat energy, we would be looking at a massive tornado outbreak. Instead, we are likely getting a squall line. Fast-moving, low-topped storms rather than those towering supercells. But do not be fooled, these storms pack a punch. We are talking 60 to 70 mile-per-hour gusts that can snap trees like twigs and flip trucks. We cannot rule out a quick spin-up tornado either. It might be weak on the scale, but it is strong enough to ruin your day if you are not paying attention. The worst part? It is happening at night. Folks in Indy and Memphis, this hits while you are sleeping. Nighttime storms are dangerous because you cannot see them coming. That is why you need a plan before your head hits the pillow Sunday night. Get a NOAA weather radio. It is the only thing guaranteed to wake you up. Keep your phone on loud and leave a pair of shoes by the bed. If the siren goes off, get low and get to the center of the house. Put as many walls between you and the storm as you can. Stay safe, folks. Now, the third head of this weather monster is the ice storm. And honestly, folks, this is the one that worries me the most. It doesn't grab the headlines like a massive tornado or a blizzard might, but it is a silent, sneaky killer that can completely shut down a community before you even know what hit you. Up in the Northeast and down into southern Canada, we are looking at a textbook overrunning setup. Picture a layer cake. You have got warm, moist air cruising along a few thousand feet up, riding right over a thin wedge of freezing cold air down here at the surface. The rain falls out of that warm layer just fine. But then it falls into that cold trap. It doesn't have enough time to freeze into little sleet pellets. Instead, it stays liquid. We call this supercooled, right until the split second it touches your driveway, a tree branch, or a power line. Then, boom, it freezes instantly on contact. That is freezing rain, and in my book, it is just about the most dangerous thing Mother Nature can throw at us. If you are in the Adirondacks, central New Hampshire, Vermont, or Maine, listen up, you are right in the crosshairs. The computer models are painting a very concerning picture, showing over a ½ inch of ice accumulation. Some of you could be looking at 3/4 of an inch, maybe even pushing a full inch. Let me break down exactly what those numbers mean for your safety. A 1/4 inch of ice? That is enough to snap twigs and turn your driveway into a skating rink. Get to a 1/2 inch, and now we are seeing big, heavy limbs coming down on roofs and power lines. The lights will go out. But if we hit that 3/4 inch or inch mark, that is catastrophic territory. We are talking about snapped utility poles and massive destruction to the power grid. You are not looking at a flickering light for an hour. You are looking at dark houses for days. In the rural spots, it could be a week or more. Folks, if you are living in that ice zone, your #1 job right now is getting your family ready for a long haul without electricity. And I do not mean just for an evening. I need you to prepare for 3, maybe 7 days in the dark. Let that reality sit with you for a minute. We are in late December. It is going to be bone-chilling cold inside your home. Here is your dad checklist for the storm. Go fill those bathtubs right now. If the grid dies, your water pump might die with it, and you will need that water for flushing toilets and washing up. Stock the pantry with enough food and water for a week. You need 1 gallon of water per person per day. Don't skimp on this. You need a way to stay warm that doesn't plug into a wall. Wood stove, fireplace, get that wood stacked now. But listen to me closely. Never, ever bring a gas grill, charcoal, or a generator inside your house. Carbon monoxide is a silent killer, and we lose good people to it every single winter. Do not let that be your family. Charge everything. Phones, tablets, backup batteries. Get those flashlights out on the counter. Go fill up your gas tank today. The pumps do not work without power. If you have insulin or meds that need a fridge, get a cooler and ice ready now. And please, be a good neighbor, check on the elderly folks down the street. They are the most vulnerable when the heat goes out. Driving in an ice storm is not just hard, it is a death wish. A tenth of an inch turns the asphalt into absolute glass. You can't steer, you can't stop, and you have zero control. If you are in the path for Sunday or Monday, just stay home. Cancel the plans. Nothing is worth risking your life on that ice. Now, I want to talk about what I believe is the biggest headache for the most people across the country with this system. It isn't the snow or the severe storms. It isn't even the ice accumulation. It is the flash freeze. This is the sneaky threat that catches folks off guard. We have a textbook Arctic front sweeping in, and it is razor sharp. The temperature map looks like someone drew a line with a ruler. One side is mild, 50s, 60s, even 70s. The other side is plunging into the teens, and that line is racing across the map like a freight train Sunday into Monday. It is going to barrel through the plains Sunday and hit the Ohio Valley and Great Lakes by the time you are drinking your Monday morning coffee. St. Louis, Detroit, Chicago, listen up. You are going to see the mercury crash 20 to 40 degrees in the blink of an eye. You could wake up in Chicago to 60 degrees and be shivering in freezing temps by lunch. This isn't your garden variety cold front. This is a flash freeze event. Here is the danger. We have got rain falling out ahead of this front. Roads are wet, puddles are everywhere. Then that Arctic air slams in and the temperature drops off a cliff. All that water on the ground freezes instantly. We call it black ice, and it coats every road surface. They call it black ice because you cannot see it. It looks just like wet pavement, but it is actually a sheet of solid ice. That is when the accidents happen. That is when we see the pileups. Monday morning is going to be treacherous for commuters across the heartland. From the Ohio Valley up to the lakes and even down south, you are waking up to a glazy mess. Louis, Kansas City, Des Moines, Chicago, Detroit, Indy, Cincy, Columbus, Cleveland. Expect chaos. We are talking about millions of hardworking folks trying to get to the office on roads that have turned into skating rinks overnight. If you absolutely must drive Monday morning, and I strongly pray you don't have to, you need to change how you drive. Slow way down. I mean half your normal speed. Triple the distance between you and the car ahead. No jerky movements. Pretend there is a fresh egg under your gas pedal and brake. Keep the steering smooth. If you feel the car start to slide, do not, I repeat, do not slam on the brakes. Take your foot off the gas and gently steer into the slide. Stay calm. Honestly, the best move is to call in, work from home, take a personal day. Your job will survive. Your family needs you home safe. And if you see cars in the ditch, take the hint and get off the road as soon as you safely can. When you see folks spinning out, that is God's way of telling you the road is closed. Now, once that deep freeze settles in behind the front, it is staying put. And that cold air is going to fire up one of winter's most reliable engines, the Great Lakes snow machine. The lakes are still wide open and relatively warm right now. When you drag that bitter Arctic air over that warm water, it is like opening a freezer door into a steam room. The air sucks up that moisture, builds massive clouds, and dumps it right back down as heavy snow on the lee side. That is lake effect snow, and we are about to see a ton of it. This machine kicks into gear Tuesday and runs right through Thursday, maybe even the weekend. Buffalo, you know you are in the bullseye. Watertown, same story. Northwest Pennsylvania, you are going to get buried too. We are seeing band after band of heavy snow lining up. In western and upstate New York, we aren't measuring this in inches. We are talking feet. 1 to 2 feet of snow is very likely before this week is done. These bands can drop 2, maybe 3 inches of snow an hour. I don't care how many plows the county has, you cannot keep up with that. The roads will disappear. You can go from clear pavement to whiteout conditions in minutes as a band parks over your town. I know you folks in the snow belts are tough, but don't take this one lightly. This is a long-duration event with brutal cold. Make sure you have got the supplies to sit tight for a few days. Get your rock salt and ice melt ready now. Test that snowblower today, not when the drifts are 3 feet high. And again, look out for the elderly neighbors on your street. They might need a strong back to help clear their walkways. This is the coldest air mass of the season, folks. Highs in the upper Midwest and Great Lakes are going to struggle to even hit the teens. Overnight, we are dipping into single digits, maybe even below zero in some spots. Add in the wind, and those wind chills are going to cut right through you. It is dangerous territory for anyone stuck outside for too long. Frostbite can set in within 30 minutes in this weather faster if the wind is howling. Hypothermia is a real threat. Layer up if you have to go out. Cover your skin. Wear a hat, you lose so much heat right off the top of your head. Wear insulated, waterproof gloves or mittens. Pro tip, wear mittens instead of gloves. Keeping your fingers together shares the warmth. Thick socks and good boots are non-negotiable. Don't stay out long. If you are shoveling, take breaks to warm up. Watch for numb, white, or waxy skin that is frostbite nipping at you. If you see it, get inside and use warm water, never hot, to bring the feeling back gently. And please, I am begging you, be careful with the shoveling, especially if you have a heart condition or you are getting up there in years. The cold air shrinks your blood vessels, and the heavy lifting puts a massive strain on the ticker. We lose too many dads and grandfathers to heart attacks in storms like this. Take it slow. When you are out there clearing the driveway, try to push that snow instead of lifting it whenever you can. And listen to your body. If you feel any chest tightness, struggle to catch your breath, or get dizzy, stop right away. Now, I want to pause for a second and talk about something more important than just the radar. I know seeing a map like this can stir up a lot of worry. You might be stressing about the commute, worrying about your aging folks, or just dreading the disruption. It is entirely normal to feel that way. But let's remember the wisdom found in 2 Timothy, chapter 1, verse 7. It tells us God has not given us a spirit of fear, but of power, love, and a sound mind. Being prepared is not about panicking. It is about using that sound mind. It is good stewardship of the safety we have been entrusted with. This preparation is also our chance to walk out our faith practically. Take a moment to check on your neighbors, particularly the seniors or folks living on their own. Do they have heat? Do they have food? A quick knock on the door or a phone call can be a lifeline for someone feeling isolated. If the Lord has blessed you with extra supplies, share them. If you have a generator and your neighbor is in the dark, offer to keep their medicine cold. If you drive a 4x4 and can help someone get where they need to go, step up. This is when we get to be the hands and feet of Jesus to our community. Winter storms are especially tough if you are on your own. If that is you, please tell a friend or relative what is going on with you. Check in every day. There is absolutely no shame in asking for a hand. Honestly, letting someone help you is a blessing to them, too. Before we wrap this up, I want to go over the key points again, because understanding the science and the timeline is crucial for keeping your family safe. Number 1. We are tracking a rapidly deepening bomb cyclone. This means blizzard conditions for eastern Minnesota, northern Wisconsin, and the upper peninsula of Michigan from Sunday night through Monday. We are talking 30 inches of snow in the bullseye, with wind gusts hitting 50 to 60 miles per hour. It will be a total whiteout. If you live in that corridor, you need to plan on hunkering down and staying put for at least 2 to 3 days. Number 2. A severe weather outbreak is likely Sunday afternoon into the night for the Ohio and Tennessee valleys. Damaging winds are the main worry, but isolated tornadoes are possible. Since this will happen after sunset for many of you, it is extra dangerous. Have a way to get warnings that will wake you up and know exactly where your safe room is. Number 3, a crippling ice storm is targeting the Adirondacks, central New Hampshire, Vermont, and Maine. We could see over ½ an inch of ice accumulation, maybe 3/4 of an inch in spots. That means widespread power outages that could last for days. Make sure you have backup heat and plenty of supplies. Number 4, watch out for a flash freeze Monday morning across the Ohio Valley and Great Lakes. Temperatures are going to plummet 20 to 40 degrees in a matter of hours. Any standing water from Sunday night will turn into a sheet of ice. Driving will be treacherous. Please stay off the roads if you can. Number 5, the heavy lake effect snow kicks in Tuesday through Thursday, potentially lingering into the weekend. Buffalo, Watertown-northwest Pennsylvania, you are looking at 1 to 2 feet of accumulation with snowfall rates of 2 to 3 inches per hour. This is a long-duration event that will make travel a nightmare. If you are in the path of this system, here's your priority checklist. First, get your groceries and pharmacy runs done today. Do not put it off. Second, top off your gas tank and keep some cash on hand. Third, charge up your phones and tablets and grab some portable battery banks if you can. Fourth, batten down the hatches at home, have your non-perishable food, water, and flashlights ready. And fifth, check on your elderly loved ones and neighbors. Ensure they are set and know how to reach you if things go south. I want to leave you with some encouragement. Yes, this is a powerhouse storm. It is dangerous, but we are not helpless here. We have the data, we have the warning, and we have the know-how to get ready before the first flake falls. Above all, we have our families, our neighbors, and our faith to sustain us. Psalm 46 says, "God is our refuge and strength, a very present help in trouble." Let's stand on that promise. We prepare with common sense, we look out for our neighbors with love, and we face this weather with confidence, knowing we are not alone. I will be right here watching the charts and will pass along updates as things change. Meteorology is a dynamic science, so keep checking back. And please, listen to the National Weather Service warnings. They do not issue those for nothing. Check weather.gov for your local details. Look out for your kin. Help your community. Stay safe. May the Lord bless you and keep you safe through this storm, granting you peace and wisdom in your preparations. Keep warm and remember, winter is fierce, but spring is always around the corner. Let's get through this together. Thanks for tuning in, and please share this with folks who need to know. I will see you in the next update. God bless.